Ooh, welcome back everybody. We're gonna get ready to fight our next boss. So let's head back to Hunter Dream. Fastest way to do that is to activate the elevator that we activated recently. If it's not already at the bottom, of course. Step up, and we're gonna have 2 brick trolls to fight through. Or you can just sprint through them if you want, because you're gonna have to fight them again on the way back. But they're relatively easy and usually drop blood vials, which is why I don't mind using one right there. Make sure you don't accidentally pull both of them though, because that's a problem. Here they come. Oh, he's stuck. Let's see. Just get some practice at it. The 2 main ones they'll do to start a fight if you just stand there is they'll raise their right hand, so it's on your left, to smash you with their brick, and the minute it hits the top, like kind of right next to their head, is when you want to pull the trigger. Or they'll do what this guy did, which is kind of shoulder charge at you, and you can almost just pull the trigger like the minute they get anywhere near you, and you'll hit them. So then we can come up the stairs that's past them, and we're at that area with the dark building on the right, and then this area with the guy, which I think we killed, yeah. So now we're back here with Gilbert. So let's do some leveling and get ready for this fight. Again, your kind of checklist here is go through and sell things, which in our case is gonna be nothing. Yeah, we want to keep everything. Keep antidotes, keep oil urns for now, pebbles, hunter's marks, and knowledge. You should be keeping all that stuff. And make sure you keep all your weapons. We don't have any extra, whatchamacallit, armor to get rid of, so don't worry about that. Then see if we can fortify anything. We can. Start with the saw cleaver. And then that's the only weapon we want to fortify right now. Then we can level up, but before I do, I like to use all my cold blood dew.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
Let's see, we're level 19, so the next one we want to do is a vitality, and then our first strength. So do that. Yeah, right, because that's 11, yeah.
Farewell, good May.
And then let's head back to Central Yarnum. Alright, go the way we just came. Except this guy's back now. Go left of the building. And again, you can sprint through these brick trolls if you don't want to deal with them. Oh yeah, I forgot they do that too. If you see them jump in the air, just pull the trigger immediately. Right here. I notice there's a little delay from where I said here to when my gun actually fired. But that's what you're looking for. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is walk up. There's gonna be either 4 or 5, I think it's 5 huntsmen on the other side of this bridge. So we're gonna get them to come towards us and then kind of slowly draw them back. They're gonna run towards us. So you're looking for that ball up at the top there. So just try to slowly kind of kite them a little bit. And then it lights on fire, and once you see it coming towards you, we want to run out to the side. Now, as you can see, ow. It doesn't always kill all of them, but it kills most of them. Oh, how did I miss that guy? That's not fair. Where's the last corpse? There's one more corpse. Did it fall down here? I think I might have fallen down there. Whatever. Just checking to see if there's any items. But, oh no, there it is. Then we got a brick troll and a shieldman. So deal with the brick troll, get them to the bottom of the stairs. It's hard to visceral people that are at an elevation. So you notice I messed that one up. There we go, got that one though. That right there is kind of why I like the blunderbuss, because even if you mess up the timing, you can still stagger people and dodge out of the way. Try again. Alright, now we just got 2 more enemies and you can sneak up on one of them. When you get to the stairs, kind of slow down, because there they are. We're gonna sneak up on this one and try to pull off a backstab. Make sure you don't get too close. That's the hardest part. When you do this, go ahead and lock back on. It immediately loses lock on. Oh, come on. Okay, like I was saying, when you backstab somebody, you lose the lock on. So if you click the right stick as the visceral animation is happening, you'll lock back onto him. And since he's about to die, go ahead and shift that lock on over to the other person. And then you'll be ready to go the minute the animation's over. They usually drop some loot, and then that corpse has old hunter's mark. So, okay, and then up the stairs is the next boss, so let's get ready. We need to equip some things, namely the tiny music box. I think that's the only thing we have right now that I want to equip. If you have any Molotovs, you can feel free to equip those. But make sure you equip the tiny music box. Oh, and if you wanted, if you've used Iosefka's blood vial, you can go back to her to get a second one. You can always get more if you don't have one in your inventory already. She'll only give you one at a time, but she will continually give you one. So equip the tiny music box. I don't think, yeah, our weapons are fine, so blunderbuss. Saw cleaver. Now this is going to be interesting because I usually do this with the hunter pistol. So I'm not used to the timing because the best way to fight this boss is with gun parries. He's actually a fellow hunter. And so one of the best strategies, honestly, is to just pull the left trigger to fire your gun almost the minute you see him moving. And hopefully you'll pull off a visceral or you'll stagger him, and then you can get like one hit in. Of course, if you pull off the visceral, then you can deal a ton of damage, which is what you really want. But that's really going to be our strategy, is just kind of stand back. He's got what I call 3 phases, some people call 2. His first phase, he's got the hunter axe starting weapon on his one hand, and a pistol in the other. I think he also has the blunderbuss. And then when you get him down to about 2/3 of his health, he will transform the hunter axe into the long 2-handed version. And then when you get him down to 1/3 of the health, he will transform into a large beast, kind of like a werewolf. And he'll just start going ham with claw swipes, kicks, lunges, all sorts of stuff. Now here's the good news about this tiny music box. Once in all 3 phases, you can use the tiny music box and it will stun him for a good 3 seconds, and you can get a good chunk of hits in. It's really awesome. So once in every 3 phases, I'm going to use the tiny music box. I tend to do it at the beginning. Other than that, I'm just going to try to gun parry every chance I get, anytime he moves, basically. Anytime he moves his weapon hand. Now, when we're in phase 2, I actually think it's the hardest one because he's got a lot of weird delays with his attacks, so it's harder to gun parry him. So it might be best to just kind of dodge around and to the right, like forward and to the right, so like that, to try to get around him and hit him. You will see as we go along. Also, don't forget, if you didn't do the tutorial messengers at the beginning, you can hit up to give yourself 5 extra bullets at the cost of some health, and then immediately heal yourself. So if you run low on bullets, you can always do that. Otherwise, we're gonna go up here and walk into this graveyard. Oh yeah, the graveyard. Let me explain something about the arena too, because that's what's gonna get you killed more often than anything. There's tombstones everywhere that you can't roll through. So be very, very mindful of your surroundings, and if you don't want to have to deal with all of that, you can kind of see behind the tree there, there's a staircase, and there is a little like alleyway right there that's flat and there's nothing blocking you. So you can do the whole fight up there if you want, and it's actually better, but it is smaller just in general of an area. So keep that in mind. What I usually tend to do is wait until phase 3 and then run up those stairs. But you might consider doing the entire fight up there. Alright, you'll start a cutscene. And then So after the cutscene, the fight's gonna start, and see the axe in his hand, you're looking for when... Oh crap, see what I mean about the arena. When that axe starts moving, you wanna pull the trigger. Well, I'm not doing a very good job of it. Let's heal up. Say, got him. Ah, but didn't pull off the visceral. And then you can also use the music box to stun him. See, there he's stunned. You can get about 3 hits on him. There we go. Just keep trying it, because again, sometimes you'll stagger him even if you miss. And then when he pulls out the 2-handed axe, oh crap. In fact, you know what? Let's get up, get up, get up. Let's head up the stairs. Use the music box. Dodge towards him. Go 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about that. Alright. Ah, come on. Dang it. No! See, this right here is why I don't like the up here. I don't know, I find it easier to get stuck somehow. I don't know how, but I do. Got him. When he dodges, rolls towards you like that, he's going to stab at you, so... Okay. Got him again. It's really just a case of, like, going for it. Now he's gonna transform into the beast, and he gets way more aggressive, so I'm gonna heal up. And he jumps at you like that, see? Very hard to dodge that. Heal, let's use the music box. Up. Yep. Oh, what? It's supposed to be... I used the... come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was some bullcrap. Alright, heal. You can still parry him, that's the good news. See? And that might get him? Nope. We're close, though. There we go. If you have any Molotovs, use them during the beast form, because he's weak to fire then. We get our next trophy. We get the Odin Tome Key. We get a lantern down there that will light. But before we do, come up to this little alleyway if you didn't come up here to fight. And at the very end, there's a gap, and we can drop down. And we actually, unfortunately, find that young girl's mother who has the big red jeweled brooch on her. You can use that in your inventory to get a blood gem that can get socketed into your weapon, but don't use it yet. Just leave it alone, don't do anything with it. And then drop back down. And we'll activate the lantern. Next, let's go up the stairs. There's actually 0 enemies between us and the next lantern. Open up the gate with the Odin Tome key. You can pull out your torch if you want right here. There's a ladder in the back. There's only one way to go, so hopefully you don't get lost. Up here in this little building, if you cut through and go to the left, there's a note here for some backstory. And if you go to the right, there's a chest. A very important chest. With the Blood Gem Workshop tool. Which is what lets us socket blood gems into our weapon. Then come down, up the stairs, excuse me. And let's open the door for another cutscene. And now we're in the cathedral ward with the little gentleman right next to us. Make sure you light the lantern. And we'll get his whole story and start exploring this new area next time. So until then, stay safe.